Hey, and welcome to Learn with Zach. Today I'm going to tell you why we celebrate Martin Luther King Jr. Day. On January 15th, 1929, Martin Luther King Jr. was born in Atlanta, Georgia, to a black family. When King was 6 years old, his white friend said that he could no longer play with Martin Luther King. It was because of Jim Crow laws and segregation, which happened in the South. Segregation meant that there were some restaurants where white people could eat, but black people couldn't. There were restrooms that white people could use, but black people couldn't. There were even fountains that white people could use, but black people couldn't. And black people had to sit all the way at the end of the bus, while white people got to sit at the front. Dr. King thought this was very unfair and devoted the rest of his life to ending segregation. He attended the Boston College and noticed that things there were a lot different than things were back in the South. That's where King met his wife, Coretta Scott. Martin and Coretta had 4 kids: Yolanda, Martin Luther King III, Bernice, and Dexter. In December of 1955, a woman named Rosa Parks was arrested for refusing to give up her seat on the bus. Later, she, Dr. King, and a man by the name of Edgar Nixon would lead a bus boycott in Montgomery, Alabama, where black people would refuse to ride the bus. This eventually led to victory, and black and white people could sit wherever they wanted. In May of 1963, a bunch of black kids performed the Children's March. In August of 1963, Martin Luther King Jr. said the I Have a Dream speech, which was called the March on Washington. In 1964, President Johnson passed the Civil Rights Act, and blacks and whites were treated equally. That same year, MLK was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. On April 4th, 1968, Martin Luther King Jr. was shot by James Earl Ray in Memphis, Tennessee at the Lorraine Hotel, specifically room 306. On November 2nd, 1983, President Ronald Reagan made Martin Luther King Jr. a national holiday. It is always on the 3rd Monday of January.
I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.